He was in a race, he was in a race, he was in a race, race, race against time. He was in a race, he was in a race, he was in a race, race, race against time. He was in a race, he was in a race, he was in a race, 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 race against time. And he would stand there, looking in the mirror, and he would say, "Hey, is that me?" And he would stand there, looking in the mirror, and he would say, "Hey." And he'd be standing there, looking in the mirror, saying to himself, to the man in the mirror staring back, "Hey, is that really you?" He was in a race, he was in a race, he was in a race, race, race against time. And he was always looking backwards at himself, saying, "Hey, was that me? Was that who I was? Was I ever just like that?" And he was always looking forward, saying, "Oh no, that won't be me. That'll never be me. I won't ever be just like that." He was racing, racing, racing. He was racing, racing, racing. Every morning, every evening, always some part of him, even if only some microscopic part, racing with time. And he was always looking forward, saying, "I won't be like my father. I won't be my sister, my schizophrenic 5th grade teacher, that old man who used to come by on summer nights, his raincoat dripping in the dark on the porch, with his strange hands outreaching, and the lost look in his eyes, and the scattered smile." I won't be him, I won't be that, but I'll be something. I'll be something else. I'll be that over there. Where? Right there. No, there. And he was always standing at the mirror, looking at the muted one in the middle, whispering, Hey there, I'm talking to you. What do you have to say? What did you ever really have to say?" And he was always looking backwards, not wanting to, like falling, like stepping on a banana peel and falling backwards, saying, "Hey, was that me? Was I ever just like that? Was that my face, my shirt, my little problem? Were those my hands, my new shoes? Was that my hairdo? My big day? My plan? My lover? My friend? My friend? My friend? Is my dark, shameful secret still hidden in a pink and gold rhinestone box underneath that bed?" exactly what I was like, he says, shaking his head, shaking his head, shaking his head. But that isn't exactly what I was like, he says, shaking his head, shaking his head, shaking his head. I don't think that was really quite me. Hey, that's gonna be me. That there. No, not that. I'll never hold my hands on the table like that. The way he would. Making a cheerful speech to all us kids for a holiday or someone's birthday. With teary eyes downcast, his hands thoughtlessly folded on the table in the shape of the closed wings of a bird napping on the edge of his plate, just like that. That over there, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be like that. Well, not a hero exactly, but something a little like that. Like that there. Where? Right there. No. There. 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 And the man in the middle, the muted one here in the middle, the one in the mirror looking simply back, feeling the wind on his glass cheeks, on his one-way eyes, the wind from the rush of the ever-present race, race, race. Once he caught it. One day he caught it for just a second, just a brief, no, brief's too long a word, for just a second, one day he caught up with it, bumped right into it in fact, without hardly noticing it, bumped up against time, then haphazardly wrestled it to the ground, without hardly realizing. And the man in the middle, looking back at himself, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, like falling. He said quickly, but no, quickly it's too long a word. He said, and wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you just know it? Everything just